Imagine if people actually fell over when they fell in love. Then I feel like I wouldn't have to create this video for you. All right, cheesy thought of the day. Unfortunately, it's not usually that obvious when someone's falling in love with you. So in this video right now, I'm gonna be talking about the 7 things that all men do when they are falling in love, and number 5 is gonna be actually a little bit shocking to you. So keep watching. Hey there, Adam Lidolce from lovestrategies.com, where I help successful single women get out there and attract long-lasting love. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a like. Don't forget to subscribe or follow wherever it is that you're watching. And if you want an extra training on how to build what I call emotional attraction, this is what is ultimately going to make a man fall deeply in love with you, then make sure you click the link in the bio or wherever it is on this page, because I have a free training all about emotional attraction that you're not going to want to miss. So let's jump into the 7 things that all men do when they're falling in love. Number 1 is that he's booking future vacations with you. And really, this is encompassing all future plans. When a man is falling in love, he's excited to book a future plan with you. Vacations tend to be the first thing you kind of do with someone when you first start dating them. But then beyond that, they start thinking about where it is that they want to live, what is it that they want to do with you in the future, and they're not afraid of really committing to plans in the future. Second sign is that the sex just feels different. It feels like more of an emotional connection. Now look, obviously you're not going to be sleeping with a guy and he's not going to be crying while he's sleeping with you, telling you how much he loves you the whole time. No, of course it's not going to be like that. Well, think about what the opposite is like. When you're just sleeping with someone and it's just like a fling, and you can feel that there's just no emotional connection there. It's just all about the sex. It's all about the pleasure. The opposite is when you are with a guy and it just feels like there's a much deeper connection there. He wants to please you. He wants to be there with you. He's really caressing you and cares about what it is that you want. That is emotion-filled sex. 3 is that he supports you and encourages you to be your best self. When a man starts to fall for a woman, he starts to look at that woman as being more of a partner than just a girlfriend or certainly some fling. And he's going to do everything in his power, as you should with him, to support and kind of guide you and want to be there for you as you're going through the trials and tribulations of life. And really, you should be doing the same for him as you start falling in love with him. And that's what makes love just such a beautiful and incredible thing to go through. The 4th thing is that he's happy to go exclusive with you, and that is without any question. When a man is not in love with a woman, he is going to avoid the exclusivity conversation at all costs. He wants to keep things the way they are. He wants to keep things casual. He wants to see you whenever it's convenient for him, and he just doesn't want to have that conversation that involves him only being able to be with you and not other women. If you're finding that you're flirting with a lot of men, but they're not wanting to go exclusive with you or commit, it's probably likely you're not building enough emotional attraction. Number 5, and this is kind of the shocking one that a lot of people don't look for, is that a man will disagree with you, and they'll sometimes even argue with you. When a man really cares about a woman, he's starting to fall for her, he is willing to deal with the conflict that goes along with relationships. On the other hand, if a man just wants to keep it casual, he's not going to create much conflict. He's just going to avoid conflict at all costs. So it's pretty wild to think about this, but if a man is actually falling in love with you and interested in you, he may be even disagreeing with you more because he wants to get you on the same page. Sign number 6 is that he'll come to you with his problems. When you trust someone, you go to them for their advice. And when you care about their opinion, you really listen to them and value it. And finally, number 7 is that he'll start to play house with you. I remember when I first started dating Jessica and I was falling madly in love with this woman. I think it was like the 5th date that I asked my now sister-in-law for a recipe to cook Jessica dinner, okay? I can't even describe what it is that I made for her, but I know it was pretty good. My point being that I started to play house. I started to cook her dinner. I wanted to bring her into my home. I wanted to spend more time with her. I wanted to do things that couples start to do because I was falling in love with her and I wanted to actually spend that time with her. So if a man is starting to play house with you, it usually is a pretty good sign. So I want to hear from you in the comments below. Are you ready to attract a high value, high quality man who's deeply in love with you? Leave a comment right there below just saying, I'm ready. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll speak to you, you sexy single lady, next week. Bye-bye.